we go, here we go, here we go. Power up. So we just took off from Dulles, which is right over there, and then we're landing just over here. So crazy short flight. What's up, JR Aviation? Welcome to the channel. Boy, does that feel so good to say. After months, if not years, of planning and waiting for this channel to be created, it is finally here. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here and joining us on this awesome journey. So a lot of you guys are probably coming over from our other two channels, JR Garage and JR Business. If so, that's awesome. If you're completely new here, we're glad to have you here as well. So first things first, you guys are all going to want to subscribe to the channel right now so that you're automatically entered into the massive giveaway we're doing to celebrate launching the channel. If you guys don't know already, we're going to be picking 10 lucky subscribers who subscribe to the channel within the next week or so. We're giving away some massive prizes. So number one prize, we are going to be covering an all expenses paid trip for you and a friend. We are going to be flying you guys out to us, and we are going to take a private jet to some location. Not exactly sure yet. We're gonna figure out the jet, the location, destination, all that stuff once we pick a winner, but that is gonna be so much fun. So that's the number one grand prize, and then we're gonna be giving away a GoPro, iPad, bunch of JR Garage merch, shout outs, things like that. It is gonna be so much fun. Plenty of opportunities to win, and all you guys have to do is subscribe to the channel. That's it. Just go hit the red subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you know when we post, and for an even better chance to win, be sure to drop a comment on this video and to follow our Instagram page at JR Aviation 1. We'll be picking 2 or 3 winners from the comment section and from Instagram, so be sure to do those for a better chance of winning. But that's all you need to do to enter the giveaway. As for today's video, you guys see the title. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super fascinated with like long haul flights or super short flights, and all this fascination got me thinking, you know, what is the shortest jet ride you can take? So I went to go Google like shortest commercial US flight, and it turns out it's from San Francisco to Santa Rosa, California. It's about a 45-minute flight in the books at least, and it's 62 miles. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So, and then I went looking up airports around my house, the big airports, and I found that Washington Dulles, IAD, to BWI in Maryland, still the DC area, is only about 30 miles as the crow flies, 30, 35, 40, something like that. So it's even shorter. Since it is such a short flight, we're not going to get up to our top speed, which would be an insane 0.92 Mach in the Citation 10, like one of the fastest jets money can buy. But I did the math anyway. If we went that distance perfectly as the crow flies at top speed, we would get there in like 3 minutes. But I'm also super excited for this trip because we will be surprising my aunt's dad, who was in the Air Force for 22 years. He's a veteran and he loves aviation, but has never been on a private jet. So we're gonna surprise him for the first time, take him on the trip, and that should be fun. And at the end of this video, we are gonna get his kind of stories, some Vietnam stories and some Air Force stories, because he did some really cool stuff on some really cool planes. So stay tuned to the end of this video. But anyway, that's enough of me talking. Be sure to subscribe to be entered into the giveaway. You're not going to want to miss out on that. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment down below for a better chance of winning. And without further ado, let's go ahead and cut scenes, hop in the Model 3, and head over to Dulles International Airport for one of the shortest private jet rides ever. Here we go. All right, guys, just pulled up to the airport. We are, of course, in the Model 3, if you didn't know already. Love this car. Stay tuned to JR Garage. We're doing more and more videos with this car. But anyway, ton of jets here today. I mean, look at them all. There's always a good amount, but I mean, we're talking dozens of them out there. But our jet is just around the corner. So let's go ahead and say hi to the pilots, hop on, and get going. Alrighty. Here we go. All right, welcome aboard Cessna Citation 10. This is gonna be a awesome little flight, super excited. I love this plane. This, along with the Challenger 300, are definitely my favorite mid-size planes. So we're gonna get you some good footage. I'll show you guys all around the plane and we'll get going in no time. All right, guys, we're all lined up, ready to go. Just wait for that power up. This plane has one of the craziest takeoff feels. Its angle of ascent, its speed. This thing's like a rocket. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Power up. That's crazy. Oh, we're already up. Already up. So we're already super high up. I love how quiet this plane is. Like, you guys can easily hear me, and we're going, you know, full power up to, you know, climb to cruising altitude, yet it's still so quiet. Way overkill for the engines. I mean, they're so powerful. That is what makes it the fastest jet out there. So for those of you wondering what the inside of a Cessna Citation looks like, of course it's a 9-seat configuration, 8 main chairs, and then you do have this, which can be a seat, but of course, who wants to sit in the lavatory? But let's go ahead and go back here. Really nice wood, sink, I mean, all your usual lavatory stuff for a private jet like this. Here's the mirror, hi. And then this, I would guess, leads to baggage maybe. All right, so pretty neat back here. And then of course, leading back up front, you have the galley area here. All your food, drinks, snacks, utensils, everything you need. Of course, exit door. And then that is where all the action happens. So awesome flight so far. Well, too bad it's such a short flight. We're gonna be in Baltimore in like 5 minutes. Actually, I can see the airport right out the window. It's literally right over there. So we just took off from Dulles, which is right over there, and then we're landing just over here. So crazy short flight, but great so far.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Boom. Touchdown. Reverse thrusters. Alrighty, here we are. Welcome to Baltimore. Alrighty, thanks again.
Alright, take care.
Now onto the shuttle. Just got off the Citation 10. Look at that beauty. What a plane, what a plane. All right guys, so we just landed on the flight. So I invited you for the flight, and you weren't expecting this.
No.
You did not start the morning waking up thinking you'd be flying on a private jet, did you?
No, I didn't, and actually, my daughter worked out a surprise because you found out this afternoon,
Yeah.
early, and they worked out a surprise for me. And so this was a big surprise.
Boom. Okay, so how'd you like it? First time on a plane like this. We'll get into some of the other planes you've flown back in the day, like I was mentioning, guys, but what do you think about this plane, private jet like this?
They are so plush, number one, on the inside. Number two, the speed that they travel, the luxury, the quietness. They're gorgeous aircraft.
Yeah, okay. Sweet, glad you enjoyed it. So, like I mentioned before this video, so you were in the Air Force for, how long did you say?
22 years.
22 years. So you were telling me a couple stories. So your job, you were on B-52s in like Vietnam era. So tell us a little bit about that. So like working on them, like what was your job exactly for the viewers out there?
Well, I was a jet engine mechanic to begin with. Well, we were stationed in Okinawa, and we would go to a briefing in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning through sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning, depending on what part of Vietnam we were going to.
Wow.
And we would have our briefings. We'd get on board the aircraft, and we'd fly all the way to Vietnam. We would refuel. Sometimes we would refuel on the way over. Most of the time it was on the way back. And we were carrying a rather large amount of armament, both on the wings and in the bomb bay.
Yeah.
And
how many like pounds of bombs in total could a B-52 hold?
they're 750-pound Tritonals, and they are very large bombs. and very effective. Carried them on the wings. We carried them in the bomb bay, and it was pretty awesome.
So that B-52 was a workhorse, and we were talking about how they're still being used now.
Yeah, they're still in use, and the aircraft has been refitted with new engines, newer style type engines, fan engines, and they're a lot more efficient. They've got a greater range. They still have a tremendous payload capability.
Wow.
And now they're carrying smart bombs, so you don't need as many of them as we used to have.
Wow. Okay, so you're telling me one story about, I was asking, did you ever run into a problem or anything while flying? Because that was your job, to land and fix it. So tell the one story about how the bomb bay doors wouldn't quite close for some reason.
Keep in mind that all the years that I flew, we never had any major problems with aircraft.
Sweet.
And this one was a little bit on the major side. It definitely make you sweat a little bit. We had just finished up a bomb run, and we were making the turn out toward the ocean after being along the west coast of Vietnam. And we turned out toward the ocean, and they're cleaning up the airplane by closing the bomb bay doors and getting it ready for the trip back to Okinawa. And the bomb bay doors wouldn't close. And they tried several times, and the doors would just try to close, and then they would reopen. And so the pilot asked me to go back and look in the window. We were in the pressurized portion of the airplane. So I went down the stairs and down to the bomb bay door and looked out in there, and there was a 750-pound Tritonal bomb caddy corner, or crosswise. They had bumped into each other while they were being dropped or something, and the fin on the bomb actually went through the side of the airplane.
And so at the end of the day, they had you land the last one of the day, right? Just in case something went wrong.
They realized what the problem was. They put us at the end of the line. They want to make sure they recover all their airplanes before they recover us. And so they sent up a tanker and refueled us, and we just flew around for quite a while, and then came in for landing. I will say that the pilot did seem to land it very, very gently, and he did a good job.
Make you pop out.
But,
wow,
that's
crazy
about the most exciting
story.
thing that I can remember.
So B-52s, and then you helped refuel the SR-71s and that was in the KC-1 or KC-135 refueler jet.
Yeah.
Wow.
After I left Vietnam, I was stationed at Beale Air Force Base, and was involved with the jet engine shop again. And but there we had tankers, and there were special tankers to carry the special fuel that the SR-71s used.
Wow, that's awesome.
It was awesome. It is.
Just to see an SR-71 going.
It is the most phenomenal airplane in the world. When it's on the ground, it's flying. You lay in the back of the KC-135 next to the boom operator and look out through the window, and I can actually see the pilot.
Wow.
And it's quite
crazy.
Quite an airplane.
Well, I always love hearing your stories. We'll feature them in some more videos later on, and we'll hear some more stories. But I'm glad you enjoyed today and the surprise and riding on the jet.
I appreciate you doing this for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Glad it all worked out great. And now that's the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a big like and comment down below. And we'll see you in the next video.